You know those moments in a story, the ones that just stick with you? Chances are they're the ones you totally didn't see coming. It's that sudden twist, that line of dialogue that feels so out of character, that hero who comes from nowhere. Today, we're going to dive into how storytellers do that on purpose, how they break the rules we all know to create something unforgettable. Okay, case in point, right here. This exchange is just perfect. You're expecting some super serious tactical reason from Batman, right? Or maybe just stony silence, but instead you get this perfect deadpan punchline. It's hilarious because it's so unexpected. It's a classic example of a writer messing with us. But, to break the rules, you gotta know the rules in the first place. And that's where we get to tropes. Tropes are basically the building blocks of stories. You know them, even if you don't know you know them. The brave hero, the wise old mentor, the big fight at the end. We get these patterns instantly. They're pretty much the rules of the game. So, what happens when a storyteller decides to just break those rules on purpose? What kind of magic do you get when you take a pattern we all know and just flip it upside down? Well, that's what we're here to find out. We're going to look at two super powerful ways they do this, and we'll start with a big one. Who's really in charge? All right, first up, subverting status and a personal favorite, the almighty janitor. So, the almighty janitor. The whole idea is that this character's power doesn't just exist in spite of their job. No, a lot of the time it's because of their job. Think about it. We're kind of programmed to just ignore the person sweeping the floor, right? And that's their superpower. I mean, the classic example, right? Casey Ryback in Under Siege. To all the bad guys, he's just the cook. But we, the audience, we're in on the secret. We know he's a former Navy SEAL. His job is the perfect cover. He's the only one who can save the day because, well, who pays attention to the cook? Or how about Audie from the game Control? This guy is the janitor in a government building where the laws of physics are, let's just say, optional. He seems to know everything. He can go anywhere, and he's operating on a whole other level than the people supposedly in charge. Is he a god? Something else? Who knows? But his power? It comes from everyone just thinking, oh, that's just the janitor. And it's not always for action or mystery. It can be totally played for laughs. Look at Dilbert. The garbage man is a literal genius who's figured out perpetual motion. The joke, as the creator puts it, is that if you don't get why the smartest guy in the world is a garbage man, well, it's probably because you're not the smartest guy in the world. So why is this so effective? Well, it all comes down to a few key things. First, invisibility. The almighty janitor is basically invisible.